Hey gang, it's Dr. J here, finishing up a lot of grading today. I've just finished up many of your 8-page papers on Blackhawk Down and wanted to make a quick video and kind of give you an analysis or summary, compilation, random thoughts, reflections. Not really sure how to say it, but you guys have done a great job. This book is very dynamic. Blackhawk Down was one of the best books I've read in a very, very long time. So that said, let me just say that I'm very proud of your academic progress from in just these 4 or 5 weeks, whatever, based on the caliber of scholarly reporting and writing that you turned in the first week versus this week. I can tell that you guys have done a lot of work to learn the APA formatting. You've taken great care in giving credit to your resources and references, and I appreciate that. That is a skill that is always good, and even in your leadership lessons you will learn that giving credit where credit is due can carry you very far. So anyway, again, I just wanted to say that you guys have made a great transformation into scholars as you give credit to these references and resources. So well done. As I was reading, there were certain times when you guys even moved me to tears. There's one of the students among us who is a soldier, and he wrote at one point about his experience of going to the homes of families and delivering the news that their son or daughter had been killed in the line of duty. And I just had to stop, you know. I had to just stop and think about all of the things that meant, you know, from the family member receiving those soldiers to come deliver the news, and then thinking about those soldiers who have to go and inform the families of their loss. And that's heavy stuff. And so anyway, literature is just very powerful, and this book that Bowden wrote about the incident in Somalia was very well done. Had some of you scratched the surface on the challenges that he had in collecting the data, since he wasn't actually there during the incidents. You know, he had to rely on the historical accounts. He requested information from the Pentagon, and of course it wasn't easily forthcoming. And so I appreciate those of you that went above and beyond the call of duty to research the information of where he got all of his stories from to compose this book. So it was that was good. I think the phrase that kept coming to me as I was reading your work was lions of courage. Just what it takes in a person to go into these firefights and these situations and to, you know, look out for one's brother. So these guys were lions of courage. You all wrote about the sacrifice, the heroism, service, selflessness, the leadership, the warriors, the courage and valor, the lessons that were learned. Another thing that one of you wrote about was the process from a first-person narration of going into battle and the young warriors and how they go from excitement to being overwhelmed. Then they find themselves consumed with fear and anger, and then ultimately how after the incident it results in guilt and trauma, possibly. And so that journey is a whole nother topic we could spend a whole nother paper on. It just it was a good way to encapsulate it relating back to this book. Let's see. One of the reflections that I saw throughout many of the papers was the media, how the media reported that particular incident, and overall your feelings about how the media either reports or one of you, I will say in quotes, and it was I think in Mark's paper, he said there's a difference in reporting the news and selling the news. And I just thought, you know, that is a great way to sum it up, because that's really where a lot of reporters probably end up whenever they put their reports together, and actually that's their final edit. You know, they want to sell it. It may not be composed through the lens of completely just reporting the facts, but selling the news. So anyway, that was, I felt like that was a really good way to say that and think about that. Let's see. It was interesting to me to see what each of you tuned into in the book. Many of you spent different amounts of time talking about different elements. Some of you, the brutality of the battle seemed to be what you focused on. Others focused on the anger with the media and how they reported it, specifically thinking about Mike Durant and how when he was captured, and how Time and CNN reported on those things. So very very profound, lots of ways to think about it, and then the politics of why that mission was put together. Some of you tuned into the fact that it was a humanitarian mission, and then it turned into this battle, and then the Rangers, they were upset, and they were feeling like they were sent there to do a job. Why weren't they able to finish their job, and the politics of it. So I don't know, lots of things. One other thing, in the course, one of our students, he is a ranger, and he actually knew some of the guys in the book, worked with them, and he used the Ranger Creed to conduct an analysis of the book, and I thought it was very good because he talked about the bravery of how each of these rangers performed their duties, basically point by point, how he went down through the creed and said, you know, this person engaged the enemy with enthusiasm, and this person fulfilled the creed in this way and in that way, and so that was very powerful. The thing that I can say from a scholastic point of view is the power of literature. And you can read the same book at different points in your life, and you can take away different lessons, different things that are happening in your world will motivate you to tune in to different issues in different ways. And I guess that's why it was kind of fascinating to me, and how you guys tuned into different things at different times. So I'm almost out of time here, but I haven't made a video for you guys in a while, and I wanted to just kind of give you an overview of what was going on with the long papers, because I know you guys did a lot of work on them, and keep up the good work. Did well. Thank you.